He put a small frying pan onto the gas burner. He sliced the hot dog in half lengthwise. He put mustard and mayonnaise on one slice of toast. He placed the hot dog on top of the onions. Did Gordon open the refrigerator? Did he think there was something in there to eat? Did he take the hot dog out of the package? He poured a little bit of vegetable oil into the frying pan. He put 2 slices of bread into the toaster. The first ingredient was organic sprouted wheat. She couldn't go anywhere in public. They said she would have to return to her home country. A good doctor would solve her problem in no time. He asked her if there were any big problems in her life. Did Sarah need to see the doctor? Did she feel bloated and have an upset stomach? Did she need to pass gas every minute or so? Her friends said it was because she had moved to America. The doctor told her to stop drinking regular milk. Your boyfriend is giving you too much stress. He asked his mother to buy a supplement he saw on TV. Herman wanted to become strong and muscular. He refused to believe that he had become fat. Lenny loved the dog until he found out it was gay. Had he just watched a couple of cartoons? Do the kids live in a small town in Colorado? The product actually contained nothing but sugar. The stage collapsed when he walked on it to receive an award. He didn't even mind when it sniffed other male dogs. Is the TV series about elementary school kids? His father made sure he did everything safely. His father put the motorcycle in the back of his pickup. He took his girlfriend out for a ride on his motorcycle. Did Jay get his first tricycle after learning to walk? A truck ran a red light and his girlfriend died immediately. Was he able to jump off ramps and fly through the air? He became a skilled rider and entered motocross races. He drove out to the desert almost every weekend. Was he on a bicycle with training wheels a year later? He was never hurt badly when he fell. He put mustard and mayonnaise on one slice of toast. The tests revealed that she had small ovarian cysts. He wanted to do a colonoscopy. Your problem is in your belly and he wants to examine your butt. She asked where her boyfriend got his medical degree from. Did she feel like someone was peeling the skin off her belly? Did the doctor ask her a lot of questions? Did the pain feel worse than when she gave birth? I'll bet he got his degree off the internet. He decided that she needed a couple of tests. The doctor didn't think that those cysts were the problem. Did Felix check the big blue container every Monday night? Was the container in the carport behind his apartment building? The container was still almost full of recyclables. All the other containers across the street were empty. He walked about 120 feet up the street and lifted each lid. She would call to let them know about the missed container. The big green dumpster in the carport was missing. Did he take it out to the street if it was at least a third full? He could tell because a couple of lids were open. He went upstairs to his apartment and called City Hall. Were the leather seats and headliner like new? Did all the bells and whistles work? The cruise control and power seats worked. After an hour you stopped talking and listening to me. You unlocked the car and got in when you saw no fresh dings. You were busy adjusting the airflow out of the dashboard vents. Did he have a Lincoln with only 75,000 miles on it? She thought he loved his car more than he loved her. We can't go anywhere because all you do is worry about your car. You walked all around it to check for fresh dings. Did he always forget to put one or more items on the list? Was he not as sharp as he used to be? He easily had enough produce to last all week. He used to buy 2 gallons of milk for $3.59. He managed to put all the plastic bags into his hands. You can't even walk up the stairs unless you use a cane. Sometimes the store had a lot of fresh produce. They sold milk by the gallon and at cheaper prices. He parked his car in the carport and opened the trunk. Did Neil go grocery shopping once a week? Did he get a DMV notice to get a pollution check? Were there 30 million cars and 10 million cows in California? The air pollution drifts into California from across the Pacific. She put on her seat belt and moved the seat forward. She moved the gear shift from park to reverse. Was his Cadillac fouling the California sky? He drove on the 210 freeway to warm the engine up. The Lincoln went through a thick hedge and a wooden fence. Is Cooper the only one who knows the answers? The money was marked and delivered to him. He would blow up the bomb if she didn't follow his instructions. Six sticks of dynamite were connected to an alarm clock. He asked for parachutes and $200,000 in cash. Did a passenger call the stewardess to his seat? He gave her a note that said he was carrying a bomb. Did Cooper's parachute fail to open? He opened the bag and showed her its contents. The plane landed at the airport and refueled. Will he discover melodies that quiet barking dogs? There's a huge market for this service. Dogs love to bark more than anything else. He went to India to study the snake charmers. He learned the same tunes that the snake charmers played. He discovered a tune that made his dog stop barking. Is a New York entrepreneur seeking investors? Do dogs hear sound frequencies that humans cannot? About 30 million dogs are in this country. They use music to prevent a deadly cobra from striking. Did the fire start because of an overloaded power strip? The garage had been illegally converted into an apartment. The apartment had only one outlet and not a single window. Such illegal apartments are becoming an epidemic in LA. A TV and a small refrigerator were plugged into the power strip. One fireman said that it was a recipe for a fire. They endangered the renters and all their neighbors. Did 2 young sisters die in a fire late at night? Were the girls in an unattached garage? The apartment did not conform to city building codes. Did he have a Lincoln with only 75,000 miles on it? Were the leather seats and headliner like new? The cruise control and power seats worked. After an hour you stopped talking and listening to me. You walked all around it to check for fresh dings. You unlocked the car and got in when you saw no fresh dings. You were busy adjusting the airflow out of the dashboard vents. Did all the bells and whistles work? She thought he loved his car more than he loved her. We can't go anywhere because all you do is worry about your car. Did he always forget to put 1 or more items on the list? Was he not as sharp as he used to be? Sometimes the store had a lot of fresh produce. They sold milk by the gallon and at cheaper prices. He parked his car in the carport and opened the trunk. He managed to put all the plastic bags into his hands. You can't even walk up the stairs unless you use a cane. He used to buy 2 gallons of milk for $3.59. He easily had enough produce to last all week. Did Neil go grocery shopping once a week? Was the new condo on the first floor of a 3-story building? Did she have to lug the groceries from her car to her condo? Was there a garage or even a designated parking space? None of the neighbors have stopped by to introduce themselves. My sisters work all week and are too tired to visit on weekends. My husband is trying to sell Cadillacs in the middle of farm country. Does a DVD retail for $10 or more? It's no fun when I'm caught with grocery bags in a rainstorm. The producers and others say we're asking for too much. Now I appreciate how convenient it was to park in my own garage. The strike affects industry executives and popcorn sellers alike. The last such strike cost the industry $500 million. Sometimes she was lucky enough to find a close parking spot. The Writers Guild of America is going on strike tomorrow. I'm willing to take almost any job but can't find anything. Are the writers asking for 8 cents per DVD? The strike by TV and movie writers will greatly affect production. All movies that currently require active writers will halt production. Do the writers only get 4 or 5 cents out of that amount? TV networks will substitute game shows and reality shows.